Coming up, Lexington firefighters are searching for their equipment after their boat capsized in the Kentucky River during a recovery.
She literally turned your whole day better.
We'll tell you about a fundraiser in Lexington where a scoop of ice cream will benefit the family of a girl who died at Raven Run yesterday.
And the Crown is staying in town.
It's awesome. I love being a Bulldog.
Lexington's Dunbar High School beat Louisville's Doss in the high school boys state basketball tournament. We'll have highlights and celebration.
This is WKYT News at 6.
A public park is back open. Thanks for watching WKYT on the CW Lexington. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Today, Lexington firefighters were out searching for their equipment in the Kentucky River near Raven Run Nature Sanctuary. The crew lost most of it trying to recover the body of a woman who fell from an overlook there. WKYT's Mike Byer is talking to firefighters about the incident in our top story at 6.
Lexington firefighters spent most of the day searching for medical equipment which fell into the Kentucky River after their boat capsized during a recovery yesterday.
The equipment that we're searching for is just regular fire department equipment. It's rope bags for rappelling and some medical equipment.
The good news is all 6 firefighters on board were wearing life vests and were able to make it to shore safely. The bad news was the reason they were in the boat. Lexington police say a woman fell off an overlook yesterday afternoon while hiking at Raven Run Nature Sanctuary. First responders say the woman fell roughly 60 feet. By the time she was located, crews say she had died from her injuries. The Fayette County coroner identified the woman as 22-year-old Mary Catherine Stewart of Kenton County.
We did put people down, rappelling down to check her condition. And then they determined that the best route out was going to be by using the river instead of pulling the victim back up onto the ledge.
During the recovery is when the boat capsized. In the meantime, firefighters tell us they have suspended their search for the equipment because they say they're having a tough time narrowing down the search area.
We haven't put anybody in the water yet. Right now we're just trying to figure out where the boat did capsize.
Meanwhile, Raven Run Park closed as a result of the tragic situation, but the park reopened this morning and is back to their normal hours. In Fayette County, Mike Byer, WKYT.
The Lexington Fire Department is still trying to figure out why their boat capsized. Co-workers of the woman who died yesterday at Raven Run, Mary Catherine Stewart, are finding ways right now to help her family. Stewart had worked at a local ice cream shop. Tonight, that shop is donating a portion of proceeds from sales to the Stewarts. WKYT's Mike Linden continues our top story team coverage.
Following the death of one of their own, employees from the Crank and Boom Ice Cream Lounge in Lexington are hosting a fundraiser this evening to benefit the family of Mary Catherine Stewart.
Mary Catherine Stewart, or Katie to her friends, died in a hiking accident at Raven Run Nature Sanctuary on Saturday when she fell from an overlook. She was 22 years old. Stewart was an employee at the Crank and Boom Ice Cream Lounge and a student at Transylvania University. To help with funeral costs and honor the memory of their friend, employees from Crank and Boom are donating a portion of Sunday evening's proceeds to Katie's family. Emily Serrano says she'll miss her friend, but she'll never forget her.
She was genuinely the person that you walked in, she gave you a smile, and she literally turned your whole day better.
Serrano says she's designed a waffle sundae dedicated to the memory of her friend, using both of Katie's favorite flavors to choose from, either blueberry cheesecake or salted caramel. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
The fundraiser runs until 7:30 tonight. The Crank and Boom Ice Cream Lounge is on Manchester Street in Lexington. Now on to a developing story in Louisville. Fire crews are on the scene of a massive, deadly house fire in Jeffersontown. Emergency responders say the fire started around 3 o'clock on Saratoga Springs Place off Taylorsville Road. Louisville police say 4 people died in the fire. They also believe it was intentionally set. Police have not released the ages or names of the victims, but they do say some of them are children. Keep checking WKYT.com for updates. A sheriff's deputy in Indiana has died. State police say someone shot him while he was serving a search warrant last night. Indiana State Police say 2 deputies were trying to serve the warrant at a mobile home in Roosevelt late last night, and someone started shooting. The deputies shot back. Both had to go to the hospital. One of them died this morning. The other deputy, we're told, is in stable condition and is alert. The SWAT team found the shooter dead inside the mobile home. They are not sure if the deputies shot and killed him. And in Western Kentucky, state police are investigating a deadly officer-involved shooting. Troopers say they were chasing an ATV in Hopkins County when it flipped and the driver started shooting at a trooper. The trooper shot back, killing the man on the ATV. The driver was 23-year-old Dylan Whitaker from White Plains. His autopsy is scheduled for Monday. The first day of spring feels a lot like winter. All that sunshine isn't keeping the cool temperatures away. WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell's in now with more cool air in our work week.
Yeah, certainly hanging out there with us right now as well. A lot of folks seeing those 40s. And there are pockets of Kentucky that are seeing chilly showers, which are going to show up across southern parts of Kentucky right now. And you can see some of the cams here that we've got. Frankfort along the Mountain Parkway, Lexington, and down the road into Corbin. Now, all of us running in the 40s in each location, but I want you to notice here, especially in Corbin, you can actually see the pavement is a little bit wet there with some of the light rain that is falling through that area. Radar has been trying its best to also pick up on even a few flakes of snow, and that's certainly a possibility. Small possibility, but it's a possibility in some areas, maybe are in the higher elevations there. You see the general temperature situation out there. See the high elevations there? Right there we've seen pink and a little bit of the purple there along the Kentucky-Virginia state line. Maybe getting a flake or two out of that particular batch, though. So we'll continue to track that. Here's what we've got for you, though, as we head through the rest of the evening and overnight, trying to pick up on a little moisture. I think we're mainly dry here in Lexington. By the time we get up tomorrow morning, temperatures are likely going to hover, and you can see the skies clearing to support it, likely hovering in the upper 20s and low 30s. That's the cold stuff. Frost freeze potential possible out there tonight, though we don't have any type of advisory. We will track those temperatures area-wide overnight, coming up for you in just a few minutes.
The Sweet 16 state championship belongs to a Lexington team. For the first time ever, the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Bulldogs are taking home the title. They beat Louisville's Doss High School in the championship game this afternoon. WKYT's Brian Milam is in with highlights.
It's been a heck of a week of basketball, right? It was a grind of a week for the teams that make it this far, but Dunbar, they came out red hot right from the start. Tavion Hollingsworth, he had a huge tournament. Watch Hollingsworth, the pull-up jumper, got it. Then Darius Williams misses, but Dontel Brown is there for the putback. It was 15-2 right from the jump. Hollingsworth again. 3 more. He had 20. He would be the MVP. The Bulldogs were up 15 at the half, and they would lead by as many as 21 in the second half. Williams, the and one, and Dunbar indeed gets it done. The first championship in school history for the Dogs, 61-52. So Dunbar is the 4th Lexington school to win the boys Sweet 16 and the 5th 11th region team to win the Big Gold Trophy since 2001. You will hear from the victorious Bulldogs a little bit later in sports.
The Dunbar Bulldogs have had a lot of support throughout the season. Fans packed Rupp Arena to watch them play today. WKYT's Hillary Thornton talked to Dunbar alums and students about the big win.
It certainly is an exciting time to be a Dunbar Bulldog. Their boys basketball team ending their season earlier today here on the big stage at Rupp Arena as state champions.
The Bulldogs' first appearance in the Sweet 16 since 1997 sure was a sweet one. Defeating the Doss Dragons in Sunday State Championship, the Bulldogs have strong support throughout the run at Rupp Arena, not only from their school, but the entire city.
Usually we're against, other schools, and it's, Henry Clay versus Dunbar, but now that Henry Clay people are here, Lafayette people are here, it's great.
Cheering on a team who is bringing a whole lot of pride to their school.
It's awesome. I love being a Bulldog. It means so much to be able to come out here and to support my school.
A state title that is sweet not just for the current players, but for all those who have worn the Bulldogs uniform.
I'm always proud to be a Bulldog, especially today. Yeah, this is, I feel so silly even crying about it right now, but it's been 20 years since we started the program back. And to be part of those first few teams and to get so close.
Dunbar students say they will miss seeing their senior players out there on the court, but are happy they ended their Bulldog careers with the title here at the Sweet 16. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
More than 10,000 people packed Rupp to watch the game.